We're so excited about this, aren't we?
Yeah.
What a final it is. I think that after Luke Humphries was knocked out, this was the final that everyone was kind of looking to, right?
I think probably you could even argue before Luke Humphries was knocked out, this was the sort of the dream final, purely because they're the two biggest characters in the sport. They're the two players that people gravitate towards most, certainly in the case of Luke Littler, who's had this crossover appeal in the last 12 months, which has just been quite extraordinary. And Michael van Gerwen, obviously going for a fourth world title, and has been kind of the star of the game for a decade now. And here's the guy trying to sort of unseat him, the Master and the Apprentice. So I think it's going to be, it is the dream final. I think it would cap a brilliant first year for Luke Littler. Let's just have a look at what his first year has been. An astonishing 10 titles in his first 12 months, including his very first tournament after losing last year's World Final to Luke Humphries at the Bahrain Masters. He actually beat Michael van Gerwen in that final, hit a 9-darter on his way to winning that as well. Crowned Premier League champion as well, won his first major at the Grand Slam of darts back in November. He hit four 9-darters over the course of 2024. So his star continues to shine. And it is just, you have to sort of pinch yourself and realise that this time last year, it was a 16-year-old kid that in dart circles they'd heard of, but in the wider public, nobody knew who Luke Littler was. And now, as he said, he has this sort of crossover appeal. He sort of, outside of darting circles, everybody knows who Luke Littler is. So it has been an astonishing 12 months for him, and it'd be very fitting if at just 17 years of age, he could become a world champion. In comparison, a bit of a lean 2024 for Michael van Gerwen. He won just 4 titles in 2024. None of them was televised. So the first time that he failed to win a TV event in an entire calendar year since 2011. So compared to Luke Littler, certainly not as stellar a year in 2024. But what do great champions do?
Yeah.
They peak at the biggest occasions. And in this World Championships, he has been back to his best, and he will be a formidable opponent tonight for Luke Littler.
He's looked fantastic, hasn't he? I mean, can we take a look at how these two stack up?
Yeah.
In terms of this year?
Yeah, absolutely. This is their path to the final this year. And for Luke Littler, no whitewashes. He lost at least a set in each of his 5 matches. He had a real battle against Ryan Joyce to reach the quarters, but then swept aside both Nathan Aspinall and last night Stephen Bunting as well. So it looks as if he's sort of peaking at the right time. Michael van Gerwen came through his first match without dropping a set. Both players have lost 8 sets so far, so sort of a bit of symmetry there. But both of them last night winning their semi-finals 6-1. I mean, they really have managed to just peak, as I said, at the very right time. Let's have a look at their averages so far. As you'd expect, pretty close in terms of their averages. Luke Littler just with his nose in front, 101.77 average.
Oh, not much
so
in it.
far. Not much in it at all. And over the last 12 months, they've played each other on 12 occasions, Ellie, and 6 wins apiece. So as I said, Bahrain back at the start of 2024, Luke Littler beat Michael van Gerwen in the final. The very next tournament in Holland on home soil, Michael van Gerwen beat Luke Littler in the final. So they've played each other twice in finals over the last 12 months, 1 apiece in those finals, 6 wins apiece in their head-to-head meetings. So it is going to be a very interesting one tonight. Tough to call. I know the crowd are going to be on Luke Littler's side, but it's going to be some occasion.
I mean, if you weren't already excited, these stats are definitely going to get you excited.
Absolutely.
So close. 2 fantastic characters. What a night we have in store. Coverage of the World Darts Championship final begins tonight from 7:30 on Sky Sports Main Event and on Sky Sports Darts 2.